Hey, it's Mr. Lindenberg here to talk to you about something that you'll be using in your writing quite a bit, commas. We're going to go through about 6 or 7 comma guidelines, going over the rules that apply to using commas, looking at some example sentences, and then talking about how we can combine comma rules to create really interesting and dynamic sentences. The first rule that we'll be talking about is the list comma. In a series consisting of 3 or more elements, separate those elements with a comma. So this is something that you've probably used quite a bit in your writing. When you have 3 things, like ingredients in a recipe, you would put a comma in between those ingredients in the recipe. If the series contains a coordinating conjunction, or one of our fanboys, place a comma before the coordinating conjunction. So why don't you take some time right now to press pause and write this in your notes, and then press play, and we'll look at some examples. Alright, I hope that didn't put too much of a strain on your wrist. Let's look at some examples of list commas, or sentences that use list commas. So, sentence number 1. The tree basks in the glory of its green, yellow, and orange leaves. So here, the list is green, yellow, and orange leaves. We have commas in between the elements of our list. Pretty simple stuff. The man lit his grill, comma, placed tofu over the heat, comma, and disappointed his family. So this is a little different from the first one in that the first one is just a list of 3 singular words, green, yellow, and orange. Here we have a list of a process. The man lit his grill. Okay, what do you do next? Placed tofu over the heat. And finally, disappointed his family, because we all know that tofu is disgusting when compared to the wonderful, juicy, flavorful, grade A beef hamburger. And again, another one that is using the comma to separate a list of things that are happening. The crow flew to a dead animal, comma, picked at its pink innards, comma, and squawked as it flew away, period. So all of these 3 sentences utilize the list comma. Notice how the last 2 sort of utilize the comma in a different, more advanced way, but that's not to say that sentence number 1 is no fun, because sometimes you need to do that as well. So now you know how to use a list comma. I want you to turn off this video and write 3 sentences of your own that utilize list commas. One of your 3 sentences can just be a simple list of words like green, yellow, and orange, but the other 2 need to be something a little bit more complicated and interesting like the last 2. And as always, try to stretch your creative bones as far as they can go. So, that's list commas with Mr. Lindenberg. I'll be seeing you soon.